All right, and we're live. Let me just make sure. Yep, excellent and perfect. All right, just one last thing before we start. Tonight we'll be drawing Broly. We'll be finishing a sketch that I started a little while ago, and yeah, it's gonna be a chill stream. Just something uh, for me to get some work done for fun, and yeah, let's. Let me see. Just want to see that some of the things in the chat is working. All right. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. All right. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, these are some of the sketches that I did in a previous stream, and I'm going to choose the one that was in the screen just because I like that pose a little bit. This one I like the most because it's very dynamic, but I don't want to spend too many hours drawing, so I'll go with this one. It has a cool pose and it gives me the energy I need. All right, so first thing I do after I do the sketch is that I bring down the opacity. Let me group all these and bring it under here. Hello, Jordan, Rosa, Shop, Pokimono, welcome. Oops. Just want to see, okay, this is live. Let me just see the chat is working. And it is, but it doesn't say it's connected, so let's oh, it does appear here, but it doesn't show. Let's see. Hey Pedro, welcome. Let's test out the chat to make sure it's working. Uh-huh. So I can write. Can I write? Let's see if anything showed up. Oh, okay, so it does work here. Let's reset this URL. Right here. All right, so that's not showing. No problem. I just need to see pretty much the chat just so I don't have to be looking around. Just bear with me for a second. I'll be live for about an hour and a half. Then usually I'm live for 2, 3 hours sometimes. Close this up and open it up again. Welcome to the stream. Just want to have the chat available so I can see. All right, hello bird. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and back to this. So pretty much today what I'll be doing is just inking this drawing. Let's see. Inking, coloring, and adding some lights. Oh, well, shadows and then lights. Okay, I'm just testing out the brushes to see which one would be best for this. So this is the brush that I use. It's just like a flat brush with so if I go down it's a little thicker. If I go sideways it's thinner. And that will be the dynamic that I have pretty much going on. And this drawing is a little bit zoomed in. So let me double check. So the Vegeta, let's see. Okay, so it's on the third one. I just like to keep things consistent just so that it looks the same. All right. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Just reset these things. Funny thing, none of the chats are working today. I don't know why. But it's all good. All good. Hey, what's up, Crispy? Sorry, I'm just setting up my chat. Still can't see very well. All right, let's see. All right, let's move this over here. Yeah, I'm doing good, doing good. Just haven't had a chance to get on stream for like 3 days now, 3 days or so. But finally, I almost skipped again today, but I was like, nah, I can't keep skipping days. It's good to sleep. I know it's really good to sleep. Yesterday I went to sleep a little early, but I need to keep on grinding. I need to keep on grinding. Alright, some of these chats are showing. Just grab this chat from YouTube, pop out. Stop this here. Can I? And this stream from. How you been, man? How you been? Can I pin it? We can't pin the chat. Mm-mm. Nope. Okay, that's good. That's good. Busy is good, man. It's good to be busy. Get your mind doing its thing. All right, let's minimize this. And I think we should get going. How do I see the chat here? All right. All right, so I'm gonna get started. And this is the process that I have the most fun with is sketching. When I go into inking, sometimes it tends to be a little tedious. All right, let's switch this things. Yeah, because inking is all about cleaning up, cleaning up. Hey Cole, what's up, man? Snoozy, Snoozy, welcome. Okay. And some see if I can speed through the inking. That way, it has some energy to it, because if I just were to ink, like being very careful, I think it'll lose some of the magic that the sketch has. And also, I get to finish, two benefits, right? Speeding through an ink. The fact that you can finish in one sitting and has some energy to it. And by the way, this is art of someone else, and I really like that pose, and I like it as a reference. So yeah, I used this for my sketches a little while ago, and I think this is the first time that I'm finishing a one of those sketches live. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. So usually the stream that I do is that I have, oh yeah, I don't know how to ban things on like the bots, so gotta take some courses, or gotta watch some videos. But yeah, usually the lives that I do, I'll just sketch for 15 minutes each drawing, sort of like a figure drawing. But tonight, thank you, Crispy. Tonight I am just gonna finish, hope or attempt to finish the whole drawing. So my goal is to have it looking like these, something like that, or like this. That's the goal. Let's see how we do. We're right here. And I was gonna do Grandpa Gohan's, is this what's the following drawings, but I think I'll leave Grandpa Gohan to do off stream, because not many people will be excited to watch Grandpa Gohan on live. I think that's my superstition. Okay. So whenever I need to do smaller details, I change my brush. So from here, I go down one level. This is for smaller markings, like the scar on the face or small details. But otherwise, I'll keep it on the, what is this size? 11%, and then for smaller details, 5%. But these muscles on Broly are pretty well defined. Wood, Cardigan, Cartagena, welcome, welcome. Okay. And when I did the sketch, I wasn't really focusing so much on details, but now I get to add some details. Della, welcome. Linktree Timmy. Okay. So again, I'm just inking my old sketch. Thank you for the gift. Uriel, thank you for the flowers. Appreciate it. And I recently saw a drawing of a fusion, Gohan, Beast Gohan and Broly. That looks insane. So I was like, oh, let me do some Broly since his energy's in the air. All right, let's see. Big ass shoulders over here. Thank you for the heart, Uriel, as well. Uriel Flores. Thank you. Okay, let's see. So the last thing I like to do is the hair because there's a lot of hair in the sayings. So I go and I'm gonna keep going with the bottom of the clothes. And then at the end I'll add some of the details. Juan, welcome to the live. We're drawing Broly today, trying to finish an old sketch that I did on my previous live. And usually my live consists of doing 15-minute challenges, and then on the midway point, you guys get to choose the challenge. But today I am just finishing up an old sketch. I planned to do the stream earlier, but I had to finish some editing some videos for a client. And then I'm also working on a video. I just dropped the sculpt of Jiren. I did a 3D sculpt of Jiren using Nomad Sculpt. And then I'm dropping the Vegeta process video to I want to say tomorrow, but I'm working on it still, and that's I'll be speaking about AI and how we fell for it, sort of like it's our fault that all that information is there, but I'll talk more about uh, how AI tricked us, how they tricked us into feeding AI. I'll be speaking about that on a YouTube video. Alrighty, let's see where we are. Hey Ken, GDN, GDNG, D Caroline, welcome. Let's see. Mm-mm. Okay, let's zoom out. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so this does show up here. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can add custom. Yeah, for some reason, none of these things are showing today. Maybe you can draw a series. I can do. Uh, Maybe you can do a drawing request series in the live. Yeah, so that's what I do on a regular. Um, I'll draw something that I like, and then I take a request from the audience. So I give people the I give 10-minute sketches for people to choose from, and you can choose any character, any uh, any character. But tonight, like I said, I want to focus on this one. Maybe let's see how we do it. Yeah, let me actually that's a good idea. Let me still put the timer so I have a 20-minute clock here. So once I do, I'll yeah, I should keep going with that because it just keeps me sharp and it keeps me focused. Um, okay. Oh, perfect. So the chat is here. I can close up this one here. Okay. Yeah, Uriel. So go ahead. You can drop your challenge. Right now I have a 20-minute clock running. So once the 20 minutes are up, then I'll take your challenge. You could choose any character and you'll have 10 minutes for me to draw that character. Any character from any series. And in May, I will be doing more Marvel things, as in my challenge. But when I have a challenge, I take anything from any series, any genre, any topic, a monster, anything you can think of, just to keep practicing my sketches. So I appreciate you bringing it up. All right. So Uriel, you are free to choose any character. These are the challenges that I did in the past stream. These are some of the challenges I did. Baby Vegeta, uh, Mil- Lemillion from My Hero Academy, Midnight, Monaka, Wolverine. So yeah, and yeah. So these are all the challenges that I've done in the past. And then this was another challenge that I challenged myself to fuse Vegeta and Majin Buu. I want to see if I finish that one sometime in the future. All right. Draw a fusion of SpongeBob SquarePants and Mr. Harryman from. Wow, that's a good one, huh? All right, let's see how we do with that. I'll have to find some good references. For that one, I'll probably have to have more time, more than 10 minutes. Let's see. Bring it down. I don't know who the other person is. Mr. Harryman from Foster's Home. So I'll look it up in a little bit. So just stay tuned so that you can guide me into who it is. But I appreciate the challenge. All right. Hey, thank you for joining. Thank you for liking the stream. Welcome, welcome. So tonight I wasn't gonna take any challenges, but I get reminded that that's a good way to, challenge myself by taking challenges from challenge requests. And the first request of the night is a fusion between SpongeBob SquarePants and Mr. Harryman. So on a daily basis, I do 15-minute challenges will be my sketches, which these are my 15-minute challenges. Let me just show you real quick for those joining in now. So, okay. So these are 15-minute challenges. And then I go back and clean them up a little bit. And tonight I'm choosing Broly to finalize. But I will be doing a challenge in a little bit. So stay tuned, stick around, and maybe I'll do your challenge after that. Feel free to drop it in the comments and I'll take note of that. And when the second 20-minute mark is up for me cleaning up this sketch, I'll be taking on another challenge. So if you want to see your drawing or your crazy fusion, I think the fusions would have to be also another uh, challenge that I'll be doing. Just fusing a bunch of characters. That sounds like a good series. Okay. And you can see my so my details are not, they're not super detailed. They're somewhat detailed, right? All right, let's do the other leg. And then I'll add some details in a little bit. Silent Wolf, welcome, welcome. Uriel, also, if you want to hop in real quick on my YouTube and drop me the links of the fusions reference that you want me to draw, you could do that as well. And tomorrow, Thursday, I will be doing a drawing hangout where people will come together to draw and talk. I still haven't chosen the topic yet, but if you want to join in, all you need is your phone, a computer, or a tablet, and you can draw together with us. And you can join the Discord so if you want to share your voice. And usually the streams are a little late. I always say that I'm trying to get better at um, my time management, but still struggling with that. All right, let's see. We have 13 minutes left, 13 minutes left. And this was a 20-minute cleanup. I recommend for anyone who's an artist and draws and whatever, or like even someone who wants to challenge themselves to finish writing something or making a song or whatever, to put a timer on yourself. That way you waste a little bit less time and you get to focus a little bit more. Yeah, it just keeps you a little bit sharper, and you keep yourself accountable. And if you don't finish it, you get a buzz, right? You get a something to put some fire on your behind. All right. I think that's pretty good. Let's see. Moving up. Got some of the fur here. I think this is one of the fastest inks that I've ever done. Once we do the ink, then we do another 20-minute for the coloring. It shouldn't be too much. This coloring usually is a little simple. So I'll do a flat color layer and then I'll go back and do my shadows. I think we'll be done tonight. And then I'll drop the video compilation on my YouTube channel with a topic of my choosing, whatever I feel like talking that day. Let's see. All right, so we're almost done with this hand. Let's see how it's looking so far. So far, so good, right? We have some lines to guide our eyes. And all right, now moving on to the hair. Okay, let me move a little bit. All right, let me know if you guys can see well and if the music is not too loud. Now we're moving on to the hair. and we have 10 minutes left. Now let's see how far we get with the hair and then do some detail. All right. Also, when you challenge me, you get to rate the drawing at the end. You give it your rating. See how I did from a 1 to 10. All right, that's good there. And the way I do the hair is sort of like flowers, either flower petals or something like that, where it's not so jagged or so sharp. Let's bring this hair a little bit higher. Okay. Yuri, let me know if you're still on the chat. Your drawing will be starting in about 9 minutes. Okay. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Let's add one more strand here. Erase a little bit here. Hello, Alex. Adrox. Welcome to the live. All right. Okay. Boom. All right. Now let's go and move on to some details. So now I'll switch the brush to something smaller just to get the smaller details going. Let's see. And by the way, I also started watching Daima, Dragon Ball Daima. It's been pretty good so far. A little bit of nostalgia as they play on a lot of the older characters. Like Majin Buu, they made Majin Ku and Majin Do. Have a nice way of tying everything back into it. Let me know in the chat what do you think about Daima. If you watched it, what do you think? What's your review on the whole remake? It feels like a remake of GT because they're looking for the bigger Dragon Balls and uh, they just replaced the characters, but it's a similar take of doing challenges and getting the Dragon Balls. Oh, and if you haven't seen it, sorry about the spoilers. Hi, welcome to the stream. Okay, we have 5 more minutes to wrap up and do my first challenge, which is draw SpongeBob. SpongeBob with someone else who I don't know who it is. All right. And I'll be calling when the time is up. I'll be calling Uriel to make sure that he's here. If not, if he's not here, then someone else could take his place. So you'll be able to challenge me to draw any character for about 10 minutes, and you get your creation at the end of my 10 minutes and see if I can accomplish the drawing. So the first challenge was to draw SpongeBob, and I'll see how we do with that one. SpongeBob fused with someone else. Okay, we got somewhat. Oops. All right, let's see. All right, let's take away this detail, this under sketch. And we have 3 minutes left. Let's double check on all the details. Let me mute. Let's add some things here to the fingers. And again, I'm using a smaller brush for the smaller details. Mm -hmm. Let's add some of the fur details. Boom. Oh yeah, we got one more scar over here. Okay. Hey Chris, Kyle, welcome, welcome. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. All right, so we have how many minutes? 1 minute and 27 and 47 seconds. See if we can do the YouTube chat. And 1 minute left, 1 minute left. Oops. All right, I think this is pretty much set for coloring. Just gonna do outer layer. Let's make it orange. What I just do, I'll just select the whole drawing. and just fill it up to create a solid color to then go back in and clean it up in a little bit. All right, we got 12 seconds left, so might not finish all of it. So let me see how fast I can just block it out. It's not gonna be a perfect block out, but I'll have something. Huh. Interesting, the clock didn't tick. All right, the 20 minutes are up. I'm surprised I didn't hear the duck quack. All right, so let me just finish this little block out, and then we'll do the challenge. Boom. This is like cutting with scissors. All right, and let me just clean up a little bit here. I've never been too good at cutting things with scissors, so not so much fun for me. Let's add this part. Let's add this. Let's keep inspecting a little bit. Oops, a little bit too much. Okay, and then remove from here. And then nope. Remove over here. Move over here. There we go. All right. So magic happens. All right, that's pretty good. Just let's remove this and let's manually erase and add some colors. This is just the block out so that I can do the black color on top of it. And the way I do it is I create a clipping mask, so that the color doesn't, I don't worry too much about the lines as I'm coloring in a little bit. Oh wow, these are pretty rough over here. All right, we'll be starting our SpongeBob challenge. Uriel, let me know if you're still in the chat. Welcome, welcome to the chat. Silent Wolf, welcome, welcome. All right. All right, that's good enough. So we'll leave it there for now, and let's do our 10-minute challenge. That's while we are looking for the challenge. Let's charge up the iPad. We can charge the pencil. All right, let's see. So SpongeBob SquarePants. Let me look for it here. Go to Pinterest. So I have Pinterest open on my computer, and then I'll just, when I find the reference, that I like, I will just open it up on Pinterest on my iPad. So SpongeBob SquarePants. Let's find a good reference. Let's just save. Let's see. Open up this one. Hey, welcome back, Uriel. So I'm starting your challenge. I'm finding a SpongeBob reference. Let's go with this one. I'm just gonna save it for now. Oops. Undo. 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 Okay. And let's save this to challenge. And then the other character you mentioned was Mr. Harryman. Wait, let's see. Mr. Harryman from Mr. Harryman from Foster Homes. I suppose this is Mr. Harryman. Let's see. Oh, the rabbit is Mr. Harryman. Okay. So they're both with a pinky or with a finger up. Let's see if we can. I'm gonna save this one and uh then I'll start the challenge from there. Hope you enjoy the rest of your stream. Hey, thank you, Miles. Thank you for passing by and for giving so many gifts. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. I believe this is the one on Wikipedia. All right, cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna open it up here. I'm gonna create a little collage because now apparently you could do that in Pinterest. All right, let's go to challenge. Challenge. So, Mr. Harryman and SpongeBob. This is gonna be interesting. All right, so let's create. Let's see. We're gonna be starting the challenge in about 2 more minutes. Let me put 2 minutes on the clock. Where just so I can. I don't know why, but timers make me focus more. All right, not so much lollygagging. Let's see. So save this one also for the challenge. Let's create a collage. We're gonna add this one to the collage. Let's see what else. On the board that I have this one. And which other one? This one. Let's find another SpongeBob reference. SpongeBob. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Let's add this one. Why did I feel like I saw one of this character. All right, time is up. Let's see if I find one. Okay, I think this is good enough. All right, the timer is quacking. Okay, timer. I've never seen. I think I've seen this cartoon in passing, but I didn't really uh, sit and watch it for a while. All right, let's go back to the board. Okay, let's add this one. All right, last one. All right, let's go over to our challenge. Let's finish this thing. Fusion. This is the second fusion that I'm doing, by the way. The other one was pretty tough. This one, I always say that the easy ones tend to be tougher. But let's see what happens here. Close it out, and where are creative boards? This is the last one that I created. If it comes up, there we go. And let's go to challenge, start. All right, so welcome. So the challenge should be starting now. We'll put 10 minutes on the clock. 10 minutes. And let's see. All right, let's start a new paper. All right, so I'm gonna write here who challenged me, which is Uriel. Uriel, oops. So to our 6B pencil, 3. There we go. All right, Uriel Flores, JR. And this is working. And this is SpongeBob. Featuring Mr. Let's see, can we see? Yeah, everybody can see. All right, Mr. Harryman. Every time I'm trying to have this thing on this, it doesn't ever work. All right, so foster home. Mic still working. Uriel, give me a W on the chat. Give me a W on the chat just so we can get started. We have 10 minutes on the clock. We have the references ready. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be pretty tough, but I think we're going to have a fun challenge over here. All right, everything's ready. Just waiting for the challenger to step into the room. Okay. We got 10 minutes ready. Bum, bum. Okay. Welcome, welcome. Bless the art. We're going to be doing a quick 10-minute challenge here where we will be drawing a fusion of SpongeBob with Mr. Herringman from Foster. As I am taking my 10-minute challenge, because I am drawing Broly today. This is how far we are in Broly so far. I'd like to take breaks in between to let the drawing breathe. This is where we are right now. So just have laid out the flat color, and we are doing the challenge. All right. So Uriel's nowhere to be found, so I'm gonna get started without him here. All right, in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so I'm gonna be, let's see. Okay, let's move this down. I'm gonna be doing this angle of SpongeBob. Okay. See. So SpongeBob's obviously is gonna be the main character here, but we're gonna be switching the ties, adding a eyeglass, adding a hat. Let's go ahead and add that hat right away. Like when he's working at the restaurant. Let's cut out and bring it down. All right. And what else? He doesn't have any pants, but we're gonna add SpongeBob's pants and shirt. Let's see how we add the bow tie over here. Let's see. All right, we got 8 minutes left. We have the bow tie. All right, we're gonna add the vest a little bit over. All right, this got a little bit messy, but let's see how we can clean it up. Let's put the arm behind the and let's add the big eyes. We're gonna add the mustache. Gonna look like SpongeBob's grandpapa. And we're gonna add the eyeglass. Let's see what this looks like. All right, let's save it. Whatever. Can we zoom in over here? No, we can't zoom in. Okay. Uh-huh. Should have just continue the whole frame and then add some of the details. Got 5 minutes left, 5 minutes on the clock. Let's add the glass over the eye. Let's see, one arm behind the, and the other arm. Funny thing that they have the same gesture on these two drawings here. Let's see. I think this had a little bit more hat-like. All right, we got the bow tie. We're gonna add pants. I think this is the second time I've ever drawn SpongeBob. And we're gonna add the long sleeve over here. This is how you make up new characters, by the way. You just blend a bunch of things together and you have a new character. Now it's like we're drawing Grandpa SpongeBob. Or SpongeBob's Grandpapa. All right. Let's add his glove. And let's go ahead with SpongeBob's hands, actually. All right. Let's see. We have 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. I gotta decide whether I should do the eyeglass on this eye. Yeah, we're gonna go with the big eyeglass covering the whole eye. And let's add the 3 little strands of hair. Okay. Clean up a bit. I feel like I should just color it in right away, so we don't have so much empty space. Okay. And let's see what else. Okay, let's color this in too. We got a minute and 16 seconds left. Blessed, thank you for liking the live. Appreciate it. Sorry that I haven't been checking so much. A little focus over here. Let's see. Should we have the big teeth coming out under this beard? I think that should be good. All right, so for the feet, now this is what I gotta decide. Whether I do him barefoot or I do him with shoes. He has like this socks. I'll do black socks because this guy got socks. But SpongeBob wears black shoes, so I'm gonna mix them with the black shoes. And what is that? These stripes. And there we have it. Let's see if I can just continue this jacket all around. Have it go down. Time's up. Oh, I forgot to draw the hat. Okay, so I'm just gonna color in the hat real quick. Uriel, let me know if you're in the chat. Send my request to your account. No way. You weren't watching. No. I just finished. Aw, man, you missed the whole thing. All right, let me stop the clock. All right. All right, Uriel. So let's see. So you sent me something. Uh, keep up the good work. Accept. Okay. Wait. What request did you send? I'm confused. I believe this is the Wikipedia send my request. Oh, to your account. Oh wait, send my request to your account. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you for the follow, Uriel. So this is what we got. This is the fusion of SpongeBob and Mr. Heron. Let me know what you think in the comments. Give it a rating from 1 to 10. 10 being great, 1 being not so great. Let me know what you think, and then I'll put um your rating over here on the side. And while you're deciding that, I'm just gonna add some SpongeBob like fashion things over here. Just add a little bit of things in there, here and there, here and there. I wish I got back to Broly. Okay. All right. What's your verdict, Uriel? From 1 to 10, what do you rate this fusion? A bit challenging for me. I'm not used to doing fusions live because I have to think more. I do the challenges where I do 10-minute drawings. Um, but yeah, this was the challenge for today. I think I could shrink his hand just a little bit. Maybe just a tiny bit. All right, here we go. All right, so Uriel, I did not see your request. Message requested. Let me see. Oh, okay, Uriel. So let me know what your rating for this drawing is from 1 to 10. 10 being great, 1 being whack. Let me know what you think, and then I'll get back to drawing Broly for 20 minutes. When those 20 minutes are up, you guys get to challenge me one more time to draw any character or anything that you want to see come to life. I This is something that I used to do a lot, by the way. I used to fuse rappers with Dragon Ball Z characters. So this feels fun and challenging for me. Also, let me know in the comments on YouTube if you guys want to see fusions of characters similar to this, or making up new characters. Let me know what you want to see in future videos. Oh, 10 out of 10. I appreciate Uriel. Thank you. Thank you. I like saying the name Uriel. Now even more so. Thank you for that rating. 10 out of 10 from Uriel. Appreciate it. Let me know if you want me to send you this sketch, by the way, to your DM. That's my gift to you for challenging me tonight. Alrighty. Let's get back to doing some Broly for 20 minutes. Let's put 20 minutes on the clock. You can send the sketch to me. All right, we'll do. I'll send it as soon as I finish the live. Thank you again for the challenge. And we are getting back to our program of tonight, which is Broly. This is a sketch I started a little while ago. This are our 15-minute sketches, and then I add a couple of shading here and there just to separate it. This is the line art, and now we're moving on to the coloring stage. All right, so let's find this Broly sketch one more time. Oh, the reference image should be down here somewhere. And if anyone wants to challenge me after these 20 minutes, feel free to write your challenge in the comments. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so here we go. All right, 20 minutes on the clock. Boom. And all right, we're starting the challenge. Add a new layer, clipping mask, and let's change it to, see for this green. Okay, we got that. Want to find something that fills up the canvas, but also it's sharp. All right, let's go with this one then. All right, so this is a neon green. Might not match it all the way, but later on I might be able to change it. I want to do all the coloring in one layer. Usually I separate the hair and all that stuff in separate layers, but I can just go in all the way. I'll just clean it up as I go. So the benefits of doing digital, I mean, you could do this also non-digital. I can just color the whole thing, and then when I do the skin, then I can clean it up a little bit more. But the green is pretty dominant on this picture, so I'll get started with the green. Let's see. Is this a good green, or should we change it? Alpha lock and fill. Mm. Can you do identity Warhawk? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Thank you for the challenge. Can't read your name. The Wheeler. Thank you for the challenge. I'll put you down. Identity Warhawk. So remember, I'll be doing 10-minute challenges. Let me pause this real quick. I should create a tally. Yeah, I'm gonna create a tally, but um, let's write it up. Where's the text? All right, we got 17 minutes left for your challenge. Where's the text? Challenge. Okay, challenge. All right, very good. Identity War Hulk. Did I change this font to something more legible? Impact. Just give me 1 second. I just want to set up for this next challenge. There we go. Impact. Let's do about 96. Ooh, that's so tiny. Challenge. And let's go again. Can we do this a different color? Let's see what this. Oh, all right. Just bear with me 1 second as I. Okay, there we go. And then let's change the size to 100 and 288. All right, let's. Oops. The challenge is right here. Bring it down. Actually, we can leave it up here. Can we put it? We can put it. What's this bouncing here? Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So I see artists do what you do right there. So color before using the green. I see artists do what you did there. So you did. Yeah. So I'll have a solid color and then I'll add a clipping mask on top. So if you see now that I let go of the clipping mask, I can just this is how it would look regularly. Let me take the alpha lock off. So you see everything comes out, but because I have a clipping mask under, then once I clip it, it all stays inside, so I don't have to worry about the background. Shit, let me change this color to purplish, just so I can have a better notion of the space. Okay, let's put this down here. I should change it. Let's change this color. We'll do red. All right, so Infinity Warhawk will be the next 10-minute challenge. Dahlia, all right, we have 17 minutes and counting. All right, resuming clock, and we're gonna get back to coloring. So the way that I color sometimes I separate everything. Like I would create another layer and again clip it. Um, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow, Dahlia, Dewilla, and Maxima. Um, yeah. So once I have this, I would create another layer. Sometimes today I'm just gonna keep it in the same layer, and then I'll add the skin. Let's see if I know, and then I'll go over the. So it just saves some time. So you have to be careful with one or the other. Um, see, so when I get close to the green, then I'll be a little bit careful, just so that everything gets covered, just like that. And then let's see what else. Let's go with the purple pants, somewhat dark purple. Add another layer again. Layers are unlimited, so you can add, well, they are limited, depending on the size of your canvas, but you can feel free to keep adding layers. And I said I wasn't gonna do it like this, but I already did it, so might as well keep it. And then I can merge it always at the end. All right. So we have the pants, the green, the skin. I'm not convinced yet, but this is the benefit of doing everything in separate layers. It's that I can then go back to my skin layer. I can um, alpha lock it, and then, well, I don't even have to alpha lock it. Sometimes I can just go to hue and saturation, and then I can play around with the color. So this is one benefit of having separate layers. And when you're happy with the skin that you got, say that's good right there. Then you let it go. All right, this is how it was before, and this is how it is now. There's a little bit more grayish on the last color rendition. Okay, so let's just finish filling up all the skin. Okay, let's erase a little bit here, add more to the hair. Huh, I realized that I didn't do no sideburns. Oops. All right, let me stand up real quick. Yeah, my Pinterest sometimes it freezes, so I have to close it and open it up again. That's cool, 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 cool. All right. Mm-mm-mm. I can just draw standing for now. And I didn't start my clock. Huh. So I'll do, I think that was like about 5 minutes. So I'll bring it down to 12. Let's do 13 minutes. Time wasn't running. All right, let's go Dragon Ball Z. Find Broly once again. I see some text here, but I can't read anything on this chat. Spidey, what's up? Give me 1 second. I'm not able to read your text yet. Where's this guy? No. Starting over. And we're wasting time here. Alright, almost got Broly. Here we go. Which one was it? Right here. Yeah, so I didn't do the sideburn. So let's add it right now. Let me go back. Shrink it this side. Hey Spidey, I got drawing challenge. Draw the swimmer's papa from Sandland. So I got a challenge. I gotta draw. Identify Warhawk. Identity Warhawk, and then I'll do that one. Let's see. Where was I? Okay, so I'm gonna add this sideburn here. Oops. There we go. And let's go back to the hair. Oh, actually, we can just erase this over here. And there we go. Go back to the body. How was your stream? How was playing? Were you playing? You were playing Sandland today as well? How'd it go? How far are you in the game now? Welcome, welcome. All right. What do we got? Oh, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. And this is the bad thing about having so many layers is that sometimes you get confused and you end up drawing on the wrong layer. So you have to have that in mind. You know, you waste some time by switching layers, There's some shortcuts you can always use. By tapping here, I can switch between layers. That's something pretty neat that I learned recently by mistake. So once I press the middle button in between, you see that button highlighting there? As I press that and I scroll my finger, I can switch between layers. Now let's go back to the skin layer. Erase this off. So there are benefits, right, of having digital once again, and there's some speeding processes that you could use. All right, the green, let's color this in. Once you have enough knowledge, things become way faster. I color this in. Erase some skin here, some skin here. But you see how I'm wasting time looking for the layer? That's the downside, right? Whereas if everything was in one layer, I didn't have to do too much. All right, let's see. Go back to the pants. Boom. All right. And we have 8 minutes left. 8 minutes left for this. We're just laying down some colors here. Just laying down the flats. All right, let's color this in. Erase this off. I think I'm almost ready to merge everything. So the benefit of doing that, like I said, is to make sure you find the right color. And I already see that I can make this a little lighter and drop it. Maybe not that bright. Maybe on this end. There we go. I think on this same layer I can do the bracelets. Okay. And these are also a little bit too dark. Let's bring it up a little bit. Same as the boots. I don't know why the chat doesn't pop up over here for YouTube. Let's bring it up again. Let me see if I type. I'm testing the chat, Spidey, just to see if it pops up on my OBS. How about multi-stream chat? Restream chat doesn't work. Multi-chat. Oh, it's down here. All right, let's move this chat over here. Close this one. For some reason, it doesn't work. All right. No worries. I'm just gonna have it loading. I just finished the stream Sandland and came to check you out. Thank you for coming by. I'm doing well. At the story, I got an upgrade, the tank, and created a jump boat. Oh, nice. I'm gonna check it out later on. I really enjoy the way Sandland plays. It's really fun. Hey Anna, welcome, welcome to the stream. So we're finishing a Broly piece here. Yeah, very nice. I was on the on your last stream. I stayed a little bit. I just watched. Just stayed silent. I'm like, I don't know what to say. All right, we got Broly, and then we're gonna add the boots. Let's do some grayish green right here. Okay, Delwa, Dewila. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'll be drawing your challenge next, and I always draw. I always love to draw the Hulk. This is gonna be a fun one for me because of the muscles. Quick question: who do you think would win in a fight between Broly or Hulk? Who you got? Who you got? Or imagine a fusion between Broly and Hulk. That would be insane. Okay. By the way, Spidey, I just fused SpongeBob and Mr. What is it called? Mr. Harry Man, and that was pretty fun. I think that was my second time drawing SpongeBob. That's fine as long as you came on the right. Yeah, no. Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. It was pretty fun. I enjoyed your stream. Okay. All right, so we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to finish this flat, and then we're gonna do some shadow after 20 minutes. All right, so we're almost done over here. And then we're gonna be cleaning up. Last but not least, let's add some grayish, just some gray rims here. And let's see, yeah, so the same color. I'm gonna just add another layer just for the eyes and the teeth. Let's do the scar right away. Let's see how this looks. Maybe not the right color, but just gonna fill it up for now. I enjoy how animators create their color separation. They're so drastic that I'm like, wow. Maybe one day I'll learn how to do that. But for now, I'm just keeping it simple. Oh, now I see the chat here. Oh wow. Oh, this is huge. Multi. Okay. I missed my time for moving around chats. Oh man. All right, let's stop the clock. And I think we did okay. I think the time was well spent. All right, so now we're going to be doing a. Oh, wait, let's see. Oh, that doesn't show there. Let's shrink this up a little. Oops, not that. Hold on, Chanko. Have you got your face camera? Oh, thank you. I was standing and I forgot that it was pointing up. Man, I really appreciate you being in here because I'll be forgetting. All right, let's see. Just down. Are we gonna be starting the challenge? All right, do let's see, Dewila, give me a W on the chat if you're still here. We'll be starting with your challenge next. Let's see, boom, boom, boom. All right, and microphone's still working. All right, let me swap out the microphone just so that we don't have mute sessions. Turn this one off. All right. Elio, welcome, welcome. Ogun. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Feel free to share the stream, by the way, with someone who you think may appreciate Dragon Ball or drawing as a whole. All right, so the We're going to be starting with your challenge in a little bit. Just going to take a look here. Okay. I just saw a mistake. Let's see. Let me just erase away over here. All right. So we're going to be finding Infinity Warhol. I'm saying that identity. All right, so Infinity Warhawk, Infinity War. Let's see, which one should we do? All right, so that's the Mark Ruffalo Hulk. All right, the we are starting shortly. Just be advised. Okay. Let's see, which Hulk should we do? Kind of like this whole commotion. Locomotion. Huh. I am tempted to draw that one, but oh, you guys can see what I'm looking at. I'm looking at Infinity War Hulk, but with the gear that he had. Okay, that's probably not Infinity War. I don't know. All right, let me give myself 2 minutes to finalize this search. Okay. By the way, in May, I will be doing more Marvel characters, so tune in for those sketches. The rest of the month, I'm just gonna be finishing the sketches that I already started. So yeah, so it's gonna be just finishing Piccolo, Frieza, Cell, Majin Buu, all those sketches that I already started. Okay. All right, let's go with gonna save this one just I like the pose. Set up a challenge. And here we go. Challenge. So these are the two that I have in mind. So this one and that one. Huh. This one is even better. Let me know if this is cool with y'all on the chat. Some armor and all right. All right, so time is up. Let's go back. So this is the result of that Miss SpongeBob and Mr. Harry man from Foster Home. That was the last, and we froze. Did we freeze? Yep, we froze. Okay. This is from Marvel Rivals. We have the same Hulk. Oh, this is the Spartan Hulk, huh? Are we gonna start a new page? Infinity War. Oh, okay. Is this one it? Let me know if this is cool. Let me know if this one is cool. 2018 Hulk. Let's see. Hold on, let me look it up on my computer and then I'll come back. Bonjo looks so elegant. Yeah, it turned out to be like his grandpa. SpongeBob's grandpa. All right, let me see if I find. Thank you for tuning in, Dewey. Sorry, I butchered your name. Dewila. Thank you for tuning in. All right, let's see. 2018 Hulk. Let me know if you see it here on the screen. You can say. See if this one. Infinity War. Oh, okay, I see it. Let's pop that up. And let's see if this one gives us more pages, more images. All right, we got the challenge. Let's go off of this one. Refresh the board. So I think this is the right Hulk. I just want to make sure that I have a cool pose to draw. This is it? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Just want to zoom in over here. Oops. All right. Now I see why you said 2018 Hulk. It has a very specific look. All right, let's see. How do I find this camera over here? So I'm not covering the text. All right, we're gonna be starting shortly. At least we found the right Hulk. Now I just want to find a good action. Why can't I find an action pose? Okay. All right, let's see if this is. I'm getting closer. I feel like I'm getting closer. Mhm. All right, if anything, I'm just gonna draw this one. Let me know. I like to focus on more on the. See if I can save this one. Oh, I like to focus on the action of the drawing, not so much on the accuracy per se. But let's see if this one doesn't work, then I'll just draw the one that I have in front of me. Challenge. Okay. Let me know, Duila. Already saved there. Let's go back out. All right. So let me know if this one is cool with you, or would you rather this one? So this is 1 and this is 2. Give me a 1 or a 2 in the chat and then I'll get started. Hey Josie, welcome, welcome. I'm taking a 10-minute challenge. Infinity War Hulk. 1. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you for the feedback. All right, so this one is going to be fun for me because I don't have to do full body. So that means I have to do more details. So this is going to be challenging regardless. I thought it was going to be simpler. Wait, okay, so 2? If 2 say yes in the chat, 2 say yes in the chat, and then I'll get started. Let's put 10 minutes on the clock. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. So just gonna write your name down here. Oops, wrong marker, wrong brush. The Wheela. Then I'll put Infinity War Hulk. Infinity War Hulk 2018. All right, so you get to rate this drawing when I'm finished from 1 to a 10. And also I can send you the sketch once I'm done via DM. All right, here we go. So the way I draw, again, my heads are a little bit big. So they tend to be a little bit on the, I like to say they're teenagers instead of calling them bubbleheads. But they end up looking like bubbleheads. All right, let's do the arm. One hand over here. And then the comes down like this. The other hand will be over here. Shoulder on here. And it's like a style I'm developing still. So sometimes I'm a little bit off in my own right. So I'll fix it up as we go. All right, we got 8 minutes. 8 minutes left. And always I like to do loose sketch. Feel free to follow me on all the social media. Okay, so this is showing up now. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Everything seems to be working. Very delayed, but it's working. All right, so we got one shoulder. Okay. So now people on YouTube can see the chat from TikTok, and TikTok people, you guys can't see the chat, but you see something. All right. All right, so we got the body over here. Coming all the way. Got the chest. Let's shrink him up a little bit just so he could fit. All right, and Dua, by the way, why did you choose Hulk? What is it about this specific Hulk that you like? And why Infinity War? You can let me know in the chat. That would be cool. All right, so we got this traps. Okay. Let's move this arm a little bit out. We got one. By the way, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go over there and give it a like. Show some support. That way you can see the whole live stream. It would live on YouTube, just in case you would want to see the challenges that we did previously, how everything has been unfolding. All right, let's erase this away. All right, we got 6 minutes left. And the face, I like to leave it for like about 5 minutes. So let's real quick move on to the feet. the legs. All right, we go down here. All right. This one turned out to be, let's make his legs a little smaller actually, just so it could look more on the fun side. Disney Plus kind of look. All right, let's move this hand. Okay. Okay. All right, 5 minutes left. 5 minutes. Move up this whole thing. Oops. Gonna color in the shorts real quick, just to create some contrast. All right, 5 minutes still. 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Okay, let's rip up the shorts over here. Feel like I should have gone in 2 different directions, but all right, let's do 1, 2, 3. Goes in the arm. 4 minutes left. Ooh, will I finish? Will I have something that looks like the Hulk? Let's bring him down a bit. All right, we got one toe, 2, 3, 4, and we got the other toes over here. All right. All right, let's move on to the face. Ear here. All right, lock in. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, let's add some cheekbones. All right, 3 minutes and 6 seconds left. Fill that up. By the way, did you guys see the trailer for Fantastic Four? What do you guys think so far of the trailer? Did you like that new Silver Surfer? Okay. Two minutes left. All right, let's zoom out. Feel like I did his head in a weird. Let's crank it up a little bit. Oh, I see. Let's move his head into the body. There we go. All right, 1 minute left. Will I do it? Ooh. Let's move this down. Muscles in this angle feels so funny. Okay. I don't know if it looks like the Hulk. He looked like somebody. I'll make muscles a little bit bigger. And yeah, so coming in for shortening, it's a little tricky. Okay, we got 40 seconds. 40 seconds. Let's see what else. Some shadows here. All right. Take this out a little bit more. Oops, I'm erasing. All right, let's zoom in over here. Chin. All right, time is up. All right, Art of Tao, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the likes. All right, time is up. Time is up. Everybody, pencils down. Pencils down. I am saying pencils down as I am drawing. All right, so here we have a 10-minute sketch. Let's write over here 10 minutes. Let me know what you think so far of this 10-minute sketch. The Wheela. Give me your honest opinion from 1 to 10. 1 to 10, rate you the drawing. All right. Let's see. Let me know. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So kind. We got a 9 for this one, a 9 out of 10. Oh, yeah. Now you guys can see what people write on TikTok. That's cool. So I don't think I'm lying when people give me a rating. Thank you. Thank you for that. So I'll be sending you this. Like, feel free to send me a DM just so I can keep you on tab there so I can send you the sketch. Appreciate you coming through. Again, this is Hulk from Infinity Wars 2018. All right. Oh, Elio, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Feel free to also subscribe to my YouTube channel. I want to reach 1,000 by the end of the year. I have 530, 529 actually. So I would appreciate if you guys can also go ahead and subscribe to the channel as the lives live there, and I also upload videos. I forgot to bring the camera down again. As I put the videos up also there. Let's see. Crispy. Do you like pixel? Oh, thank you, thank you. Do you like pixel art? I do like pixel art. I haven't done pixel art in a very long time. But that would be something fun to do. Maybe tomorrow we could do some pixel art. So tomorrow, by the way, we're doing a hangout, a drawing hangout using Magma. Maybe we could do pixel art tomorrow on Magma. We could do look at this. My friend is a pixel artist. If you want to raid into the stream, what does raid means? I have no idea. Uh, when you're done. Okay, cool, cool. Raid means going. All right. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. It's a thing on Twitch when you share your community with another streamer when you end the live. Oh, I see. So you could. Okay, I'll check it out on Twitch. The thing on Twitch when you share your. Oh, with another. Okay, okay. It helps people. It helps people. Helps meeting more people too. Oh, cool, cool. Chat is paused due to scroll. Okay. Helps meeting people. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right. So we got a 10 out of 10 for this one, a 9 out of 10. Yeah, I guess when I'm done I can just click raid and then it'll do its thing. I saw it once, but I was like, "Well, what does this mean?" Sort of freaked out. All right. All right, so we got the Hulk. Just type it in the chat. Right, like type it right now. I didn't know the Twitch was so codey. It's like a lot of codes you could put in. Thank you again, Dua Dewila. Thank you for the challenge. Appreciate it. All right, let's see. Let's go back over here. Multi-chat. Let's see what's up with multi-chat because it says multi-chatting, but it doesn't show Twitch chat. Stream elements. Is it stream elements? All right, so we're gonna get started again with. We're gonna continue with Broly in a little bit. Let me see. Oh yeah, so I finally saw these two guys. I'm watching Daima right now, and it's pretty interesting. I'm feeling very nostalgic as I watch it, seeing how they twist things left and right, but enjoying it nonetheless. All right, so this is. Let me see if I can connect. Setting. I'm right now changing to see if I can add the chat on Twitch. Mm-mm-mm. Well, okay. Okay, I'll type it here then. Um, mm-mm-mm. Is in a copy. So I have to do it manually. All right, so I have raid, human being. Does not allow you to raid at this time. Okay. Said it doesn't allow me for some reason. All right, let's. Maybe when I'm done, I can just click on raid again. All right, Spidey Ghost. I'm gonna be putting your challenge next up on the screen. wonder how I can change this. Control bot supervisor. Overlays. I know I should do this off stream, but yeah, I should do it off stream. Okay, back to what we were doing. Spider Ghost. Who was it that you wanted me to draw next? No, I'll just put it on the challenge box. Swimmer. I found it, found it, found it. From Sandland. Yeah. Swimmers Papa from Sandland. And let's slide it down. That's all hard to see. Oh, one thing I forgot was to add the eyebrow. All right. All right, we're gonna continue with Broly. We're gonna continue with Broly. We're just gonna add some shadow. All right, so this will be somewhat getting to the end. We have been streaming for about, let's see, an hour and 30 minutes. Not bad. Oh wait, no, 2 hours and 14. Okay, that's been a long. Okay, an hour and 14. That sounds incredible. All right, so I'm just gonna bring everything together. Now we only have one layer, and we're gonna get that timer going. So we'll put 20 minutes again. 20 minutes on the clock. And we'll get started. So there you can see. Okay. Let me just go ahead and clean up last minute things. So we still have the orange underlayer, but we are now on just one layer for all the colors. That way I don't have to constantly switch from layer to layer. I do need to clean up just the orange a little bit more over here. Let's make this background more on the let's see. Okay, so we can see some of the colors coming out there. got this thing right here that comes out. This is just last minute cleanups. Okay. You can see it easier when we have a darker background. Let's see if we turn off this layer. Okay. Turn off the layer, we can see it a little bit better. We have one flat color. And this you could do before you color. That way you don't have to do it at the end, right? All right, let's inspect all the hair. Usually in the hair, I make a lot of mistakes. By getting out of the line, I mean. All right, we got another one here. So in the next um, 20 minutes, we have a new challenge, which is to draw a character from Sandland. That'll be our last challenge of tonight. We'll do 10 minutes for that character. Let's see something. Did I make this a little bit bigger? This, okay, never mind. All right, I think that's about it. Oops, never mind. We got some more cleaning to do on aisle 1. We got some things here. Broly, you're coming to an end soon. Soon. Let me see one more time if I do the raid. Nope, not working. All right, let's turn back on this layer. So now we get to clean up. Oops, wrong layer. Okay, we have some over here. Clean up a little more of the hair. And this is the very tedious, boring part of that I don't like about cleaning up, is that it takes a long time sometimes. All right, for the most part, that should be good. If anything, I'll keep cleaning up later. I will create another clipping mask. Usually I like to go with the purplish blue for the shadow. And make this a multiply layer, 50%. Bring it up. And then I'm gonna approach it in a different way. I've seen people add and take away. So this time I'm gonna take away, pretty much just carving out some light, which I think it's interesting. Let's make sure that I'm looking what I'm doing. Okay, let's change this brush to this one. A bit more sharp. And this is something that I want to get better at, just like making up my own shadows. But I have to study a little bit more when it comes to the shape. There's like usually one similar shadow that you could do, but this one is like we have shadows on the center instead of on the side. All right, we got over here. Let's add some smaller details. Okay, we can deselect. So we're getting back to our shadows, where we are pretty much carving out the light. Let's go back to this shadow color. Okay, I think I'm spending too much time just going back and forth with this. So I'm gonna see if I just create the lasso tool and just carve it out. Uh, and let's see if we can delete. Yep. So when we scrub our fingers, 3 fingers on the screen, left to right, it erases away. Mm-mm-mm. For some reason, I don't really enjoy that frame of work with the lasso tool, only because it creates this whole pattern look. Let's see if I can just get a bunch of big shapes and sort of do my own thing with a little bit of guidance, of course. Not so fixated on getting all the details in this, but get somewhat accurate. Oh, one thing I also forgot was to change the color of that bottom part. Okay, that's feeling good. And then I'll do another layer of shadows, just to get some darker shadows. There we go. We got the left side all done. Now we gotta focus on the right. And yeah, using the eraser, I feel it more comfortable to carve it out. Oh yeah, and let's not forget about all that hair that I gotta chisel out. I forgot to add this other color for the scar there. Okay, but we're doing this thing. We're doing something. All right, let's clean up over here a little bit. Also over here. Okay. All right. Let's take a sip of wine. Water. Yeah, for some reason, taking away the shadow feels a little bit more comfortable than adding. Like it's pretty satisfying to uncover the light instead of adding it. I mean, instead of adding the shadows. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. And taking away, like when you erase away the shadow, you can make like sort of these interesting shapes that I think is harder to make them by drawing instead of erasing. All right, let's add the shadow under there here. Highlight there. Before I forget, let me change the color of these two things. Bring it up. Just this one. And this one over here. Okay, and we're gonna add another layer. Oh, yeah, I forgot to, oops, reveal more of the scar. And then change the color of the scar here. There's added. There was an interesting post that I saw recently of all the scars that Goku would have had if they would have kept that going, like all the injuries he had, and it was interesting because Broly gets to keep some of his scars, but Goku doesn't. I think it'll be cool. Creates more of a narrative of a character if he has scars already from all the battles and things. But to animate all that and remember where those things go, like One Piece, I think One Piece they keep it, so it just adds to the character a little bit more. But it'll be interesting to keep it on Dragon Ball. Okay. Let's see if these. Let's make this hair just a little bit brighter. Oops. I forgot the second boot. All right, let's add another layer of shadow. And same thing, but this shadow, usually I make it black. So 50%. Gonna go under. This is my occlusion shadow. Just like the shadow that's more connected between items. I feel like this one should have a little bit of a darker shadow here. Thing here. Definitely under the armpit. Under the neck. The ear. Let's see where else. Between the chest. Right here on the leg. Okay, and this is These shiny things. Then when the lights get added, then there'll be another dimension to it. Added under the nose also. Alright, so all we're doing is adding some shadows. Now I'm just going off the top of my head to see where more shadow would go. I think this one should be bright over here. And the hand, it should be pretty dark between all the fingers. This piece here. This is not clipped. Let's clip this mask. Now we're gonna move on to the hair, and the hair should have a lot of these darker shadows. Not for this one, I am adding just because it's less shadows. All right. I should add away just a little bit. All right. Almost time to call it a night. Just add more shadow over here. I kind of like this messy shadow look. Creates a little bit of texture. Oh, let's take away something here. And now I think we're almost ready for lights. Oh yeah, I forgot about the legs. The muscles that connect. Okay, a little bit there. A little bit there. All right, let's move on to some lights. Okay, let's go clipping mask. And my lights usually are like this bright yellow. And for the lights, I like to put a little bit. Forgot, let's see, what was it? Either add or overlay. Go with add. Okay. So there was a shortcut that I would put for finger drawing. It's like to smudge, but I think I took it off. Hmm. Maybe there's not so much light over here. Let me change the brush to soft brush. There we go. Okay. Let's add overlay. I think we're gonna leave it on add. anything, we just move that out. Okay. Let's see. Erase this over here. Yeah, if I were to use that sharp brush, it would be too sharp for my taste. We can delete some of this stuff. Let's smudge it out. Okay, and we shall be almost done. Let's see, I'm gonna add meh, don't like how that came out. Let's go with the soft brush. But once I have something decent, then I'll go back with the smudge brush, and I'll just shape it out a little bit better. And that looks a little bit more decent. Okay. Okay, we have a. Let's see if we can do make it add. See what this looks like if I put it overhead. Let's duplicate this one, bring it on top, erase it away. All right, now let's go over with the green overglow. See if this green would match. Let's go with the soft brush. Let's see. Put it under. And then same thing, I'll go with the nudge tool, the smudge tool. Let's go see what this color dodge looks cool. All right, almost done. Pretty happy that I was able to do this all stream. We had about the 20 minutes, huh? I sure did. All right, so we're just gonna end it here, and we're gonna just refine it offline. Let's duplicate this layer, and let's bring it on top. Let's see. Erase it all. Let's add some of this green over here, here, over here. Let's see if we use this bamboo. Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay. Time run out twice. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but just adding something. See what happens if there's a cool thing that happens too when you just get lost in the sauce, and it just starts to feel more like something organic. All right, let's add another color. Get a purple glow just around it. Let's see. Okay. Okay, and if I had a normal one, put it on. Let's see what this looks like. Let's add. Alright, let me grab this one, duplicate this to it. Oops, delete. Make this add and motion. No, this one. There we go. That's a little bit better. And if we duplicate it, there we go. Some shortcuts in order to get the same results. Just a little bit of a shortcut. And what if we add a little bit of color to it? Okay, so because it's white, let's see if we make it. Let's duplicate it and make it purple. So that didn't fill up all the way, but if I click alpha lock and then fill, that fills up completely. Now let's see. Move it to the side. And color dodge. That looks cool. Like a, let's make it black. Uh, Fill layer. That looks cool. I put the white on and the black. Make it normal. And alpha lock. Let's duplicate. Oops. Duplicate again. Let's see if we just do 2 and put this one on top. Turn it on. Duplicate again. Don't know what I'm. Let's see. Now let's see if we make this one green. What would happen? Make it this and green. Duplicate it. And now I'm just playing. I guess the dark one feels better. Uh, mm, 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 mm. Alpha lock fill. Mm, mm, mm. Duplicate this one and make this white. Okay, so right now I'm just going wild with this. Merge all these. Merge these two. Merge all these. Oops. And then if I put this back to overlay light color. I think that's pretty good. All right. Let's call it a night. Thank you for watching. If you made it all the way down here, all the way up to here, appreciate it. That was a lot longer than I expected, but it's pretty cool to finish it all in one shot. About 2 hours and change. Let's see really what has been. 2 hours and 3 hours. Okay. 3 hours in total. All right. That was all for tonight. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.